Hello Gemini, welcome to my channel. My name is Xabe the Gemini Witch. It is a pleasure to have you guys here with me today. Let's jump into your reading and see what the cards have for you. Hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe if you vibe. And if this reading doesn't resonate, check your moon, rising, and Venus. Seems like there's changes that are about to take place in your life. Broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. So Spirit's trying to get your attention here. Older man dealings or a relationship with an older man. And something important such as a new job or a raise. So Gemini, it looks like you might be getting a new job or a raise. And you know, could probably be dealing with someone in like a leadership position. Could be an older man. So there's an issue that you have here, and Spirit's wanting you to pay close attention to it, because if you don't, there's going to be some changes in your life, right? The changes in your life could quite possibly be getting a job or getting a different job or getting some sort of a promotion or a raise, so that you can help yourself deal with these issues here. Danger, especially in money matters, right? So be careful, Gemini. I'm not trying to scare you or anything, and you probably already know what's going on with your financial situation. So Spirit is just confirming that, yeah, you might possibly need to make some changes, do some tweaking. Psychic ability, trust your intuition, right? So you already trust your intuition. You already know what's going on. You don't need tarot or anybody to tell you, right? And just remind you of the crap. But there's a change that's happening here. And Spirit, sometimes, we go through certain things, right, that make us kind of like open our eyes to our circumstances. And there are times where we just turn a blind eye, and it's like, see no evil, hear no evil. And we're like, oh, it's not there, right? If I don't see it, it's not there. But Spirit's saying, no, it is there. And there's a change that is coming that has to take place in order to kind of get you out of your comfort zone and, change your life for the better. So it might be uncomfortable, and you might be seeing how the cards are kind of falling apart, right? The Tower. So this is a change that is happening for you so that the faulty foundation could fall apart and a new one can begin for you. Something more structured, something more solid, something more stable. And Spirit's trying to get you out of your comfort zone, and you're probably not wanting to budge because you're just like, yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah. Making a decision here. There's something here where you're going to be moving on from something that, yes, you built in the past, but you know for a fact that it's time to move on. This is you making a decision with the Two of Wands. And what else, Spirit? What else does Gemini need to know? Could also be something online, the Four of Wands. There's community here. You might not be seeing it that way, and, but there is going to be some sort of community when it comes to this change. That's where you're going to find your people, I'm hearing, but you actually have to make the change. Be open to it, okay? What else? Yeah. Working together, people learning from you, you learning from them. This is apprenticeship when it comes to jobs, careers, money matters, growth. You might have a job where you might feel like, I don't know, I'm just getting like working with people Working with more people, seeing them every single day, working with them, collaborating with them, support, learning. If you're a business owner, maybe hiring more people because you might be doing everything on your own. The Judgment. What is this Judgment card? The King of Swords. What is this King of Swords? Changes being made suddenly with the Knight of Swords. A new era. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. That's what I'm getting from this card. Something coming to the end, and like a resurrection. That's what I'm seeing. When this new opportunity comes into your life, you're gonna feel renewed, restored, resurrected, a new you, new energy. Spirit is calling you not to make your decisions based on feelings, but rather on logic, what makes more sense to you, and to seize the moment, take the opportunity. You're a lot smarter than what you give yourself credit for with the King of Swords. The King of Swords is all about the intellect, communication, being strategic, planning. He doesn't really entertain the emotional side of things. He makes decisions based on fair judgment. Just like what makes sense, what makes sense, what is the logical thing to do. The Chariot, if you do this, you're going to have success moving forward, and things are going to start moving quickly for you. Like, I'm hearing this success is inevitable. Death, because you've had some sort of a transformation for yourself. The old has passed, the new is entering, and you're entering this as a totally different person with a totally different outlook on life, more mature, wiser, more intuitive. You've had growth, and the old things have passed away. Take the lesson, I'm hearing. Take the lesson and move on. What else, Spirit? The Three of Swords and the Devil. You're healing from betrayal, from toxic situations, from disappointment. You're healing. What is this? I'm hearing like an energy wants you to stay stuck in the moment, in the current situation that you're in, because that's going to keep you at this low vibrational energy. What is this Three of Swords? It's making you indecisive because you're afraid that what you've been through in the past with these toxic energies, may it be toxic work environments, toxic people, just toxicity in general, things that have not been healthy for you, you're having a really hard time making this decision because you don't want to deal with those types of things anymore. You might be even carrying a lot of the weight from the past, and you're healing from these things, and you're feeling like, I'm not trying to add something more into my life where it's just gonna throw me off again, throw my nervous system off again, and you're on the fence and you're not really making that move towards something that is going to be actually really good for you, because this is where you're going to find community. This is where you're going to find your people, and you're not the same person that you used to be. You're sitting in this King of Swords energy where you see the truth. You see things for what they are. You know your strengths. You know your abilities. You know how smart you are. You know how honest that you could be. And you are seeking nothing but honesty and loyalty in situations. So it's like I'm hearing you can interview people just as much as they're interviewing you, whether that be in romantic relationship or, you know, or even work, right? You don't have to make decisions based on your emotions anymore, just base them on logics and facts. What makes sense? What would make sense? What would make more sense? But there's this fear that you have. You're afraid of making a decision because you've been carrying too much. This decision is weighing on your shoulders more than what the actual blessing outside, beyond making this decision is. It's like you're carrying this weight around and you feel so heavy, and you're like, why does life have to be this way? Why does it have to feel this way? And Spirit's saying it's because you know better and you're not doing what you should be doing. You know better and you're afraid of making a decision because of some toxic situations that you've dealt in the past with that have left you heartbroken, broken, disappointed, disillusioned. And Spirit's saying you need to commit to yourself because you're carrying a heavy load that didn't belong to you in the first place. Maybe this load was placed on you by others, and you're carrying a belief system that does not belong to you. It's not you. You know better. That's what I'm hearing. You know better now. The Hierophant is a teacher. He's a spiritual teacher. He's kind of like a priest, where spiritually he is supposed to know all the answers, right? Or know the answers, and people are learning from him. This is also about traditional values and commitment. You're carrying this heavy weight, but you know deep down inside that you're meant for something more. You don't have to carry this on your own. Make the move. Even if you feel like you're not qualified to do so, be eager to learn. Be eager to present yourself in new situations and new experiences. And we're never done learning, right? Once you think, oh, I know everything, then you know nothing at all. There's always something more to learn, something more to experience, right? And Spirit is telling you to go into this with this new perspective, with this excitement, and take the opportunity. You have two Knights here. The Knight of Wands, he takes action. The Knight of Swords doesn't really think about it. He just goes, right? The Knight of Wands, he is excited about something, and he has that like zeal for life. And the Knight of Swords, yeah, he could be a little messy, right? But nevertheless, he's like, I'm jumping in there, right? I'm fighting for my life. I'm fighting to defend the cause. And the Knight of Wands, he's like, I may not know everything, but I feel like I'm the shit. And I'm going to go for whatever it is that I need to. Like, I'm hearing there's enough in the world for everyone. There's enough money in the world for everyone. There's enough experiences, good experiences in the world for everyone. Don't isolate. Don't close yourself off because of bad situations, bad moments that you've had in the past, bad experiences that you've had in the past. Seize the opportunity, okay? Experience life. There are more people to meet. There are more, like, you don't know. You could quite possibly meet your new best friend in this new environment, and that person could be like the most amazing human being, and they can be your friend till, you guys die. You don't know. You might be holding yourself back from opportunities because of the situations that you've been through and the disappointments that you've had with people. Leave those people behind. Leave those situations behind. Thank them for the lessons spiritually, right? Telepathically, thank you, right? Journal your thoughts, journal your emotions, journal how you feel about these fears so that you can let that energy out. Don't close yourself off. You're not done. I'm seeing travel. I'm seeing you being able to make enough money to be able to pay your expenses and save, and also travel from time to time and experience new things. But you're busy looking at what you don't have and why things just keep on happening to you, like unexpected bills, or something happens to maybe the car you're driving or whatever, or you get sick and now you have some sort of a hospital bill, or they raised your rent or something, whatever, these things are happening to get your attention because there's a new opportunity, a new experience is trying to make its way in, and you're busy looking at if I wouldn't have, gone through this, if this wouldn't have happened, and blah, 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 and this one did this to me, and they took that, and they did that, blah, that. Listen, that's it. It's over. It's done. If you would have known then what you know now, you would have never made the decision. But now you know better. You learned, right? So take what you've learned and commit to yourself. Commit to this new experience, these new opportunities. Something's being shaken up in your life, and Spirit wants to move you into something better because you're holding on to this burden. It's almost like you're committing to holding on to this burden. You're committing to holding on to this burden because maybe you're afraid of letting go. Because if you let go, then that means, or you think that by letting go, that you're letting someone off the hook or people off the hook. And that's not the truth. Karma will come and do what karma does best. It's our job to say, what is it that I'm carrying that is literally killing me? I have to let that go. And I have to commit to myself. I have to commit to bettering myself and growing. Because at the end of the day, you could be 60, 65 years old, still holding on to what has been done to you. And those are chapters of your life that you've already read, and you keep rereading them. And Spirit wants you to let it go, and it's trying to get your attention by shaking up your finances, by shaking up your stability, your world. Because there's something better meant for you, something more stable. And I don't see love here. I'm not talking about going towards someone and thinking that they're your, ticket to relief. I'm seeing you making some sort of a move, and it is such a small thing, but in your mind it is so big because of the experiences that you've had in the past disappointments. So, yeah. Let's get a final message here. What would you like to tell Gemini, Spirit? You're being loyal to an old story is what I'm hearing. Confidence is the key to your success. Confidence is the key to your success. New moon in Leo. Have confidence in yourself and know that you are equipped. And if you're not, you will learn. Okay? Like a baby trying to walk, trying to learn how to walk. Imagine if they thought to themselves, babies don't think, I'm not going to learn how to walk because my mother told me that I shouldn't do this. Or my, sister, or my brother, or my cousin told me that. No, babies literally, they don't even have a language yet. And I think that that's the reason why babies are so brave. Because they don't understand. No one's telling them, no, don't do that, right? Unless they get punished for something. That's the thing. People may have been punishing you or have punished you for trying to do better in your life, for trying to be more, do more. And you have every right to do this for yourself. You have every right to move forward, to open doors of opportunities for you. But maybe you were told, no, you can't walk. No, you can't run. No, you can't do that. Or you shouldn't do that. Or yeah, go ahead and do that. But then people are afraid, oh, if they do that, then I'm going to lose out on them. Or they're holding you down. They're keeping you chained. And it's because of their own inability to get their shit together, to pursue what they want in their life. And they see you as a source of inspiration, but also as a threat. They're afraid of your voice, of how smart you are, of your capabilities and the capacity that you have and the tenacity. So their brokenness has broken you. It's broken your confidence. And Spirit's saying confidence is your key to success. Women are told you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Because you're supposed to just, be a mom. You're supposed to just be a wife. You're supposed to, listen, don't get me wrong, right? Women, we're tired. But at the same time, we want to go for something that makes us happy. Whatever that may be. Whether that be go to school, learn something new, but we need the support. And when you're left without support, you're thinking that you are not worthy enough to be in places and spaces that will celebrate you, because those that were closest to you did not celebrate you. They broke you down because they saw your potential and they were afraid that you would outshine them or shed some sort of light that they were uncomfortable with, because they're living in their own delusions, in their own reality, and that is not the reality that you resonate with. Amen. Hallelujah. So there's something here about you getting out of your comfort zone, because that comfort zone is falling apart. There's a tower moment here, and Spirit's trying to get your attention. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem, changes in your life, danger, especially in money matters. I don't know what this is for you. I don't know if you've had some sort of project that you've put on hold because you're afraid that people might judge you for it. Fuck them. People are going to judge whether you do something or not. Right? People are always judging you. The right people will find you. I'm not sure if maybe you've wanted to do something new for yourself. Maybe start a business. Maybe ask for a promotion, for a raise, for a different, position. Maybe even just getting a regular job. I don't know what that is for you. Only you know. Maybe changing schools, maybe getting a better education. I don't know. But something happened here. And it fucked you up. Okay? Just because someone isn't with you doesn't make you less of a person, or doesn't make you not worthy of life, of going for what you feel happy with, right? Going for the things that make you fucking happy. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe. If you'd like a personal reading, you can contact me at Xabe the Gemini Witch Tarot at gmail.com. I will leave all of my information in the description box below. I love you, Gemini. Have a wonderful day. Bye.